Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me for another edition of Rassle Kast. What I'm gonna do this evening is I'm gonna go ahead and just watch some wrestling. I'm gonna be calling play by play what I see. I'm gonna be live reacting to the goings on of uh, various pro wrestling uh, matches, events, television shows as they go. Thanks to every single person who tunes in, watches any clip, gives me any interaction, any anybody who's been rolling with me since day one, man. You're the foundation, man. Thank you for being that. I appreciate it so very much. Like, comment, subscribe, continue to do that stuff. I appreciate the effort of your, I mean the currency of your effort and your attention. I'm not very quick to do the CTAs, as influencers would call them, the call to action. Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of those. So any of the interactions, any of the like, subscribe, comment, any of that stuff, so appreciated. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna open up. Right, this clip says the masked member unmasked by the OTC, and it shows the member, some masked guy on the shoulders of CM Punk.
Bomb, the masked man, the marksman, a mystery figure who has been lurking, attacking, and changing outcomes without ever showing his face. The entire world is pointing fingers. Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Paul Heyman's master plan. That's what everyone is saying. But let me be very clear, this masked man is not Logan Paul, and it is not Austin Theory. The chances of that are extremely low. In fact, if WWE goes in that direction, it would make absolutely no sense with the bigger story they are telling. So if it's not Logan Paul, if it's not Austin Theory, then who is it? Is it Seth Rollins? WWE dropped another bomb. The masked man.
Dang. Okay, that was nothing. Nothing at all. It almost appears like I'm getting up and leaving because that was so nothing. But what I'm doing is turning this other light on. That was so nothing that I had to get up and leave. This is a Stevie clip, Stevie Richards show.
We talked about injuries sliding baseball kick, a baseball sliding drop kick to the outside that he's done a million times, and just that one time he broke his leg. Usually the things that are the most, like, I guess, milk toast or whatever, they do not come out of this without injury. And then the big moves, everybody's like, that should have killed this guy. He's totally fine. With this, when I looked at it, you have basically El Grande Americano going for the headbutt. Yes, that's that's a what went wrong on its own. How you could, I mean, I would say this. He got a lot further than I ever. Dude, look at this though.
Splashing the Slim Jim logo.
Yeah, but he very easily could have tore his Achilles. He could have been right back out. We're not saying it's Chad Gable. Nobody knows. But what I will say is he could have injured himself on this thing, and then of course goes to cover. Now what you're talking about is he tried to do the breakup where you kind of hook the guy and roll like over with him. You know what I mean? You take him off, but he missed. That's not what went wrong though. And right away, look at his arm. It's just static. And then he looks at it. What was the last injury Bronson Reed suffered? Remember he was hurt for a while?
I don't remember. He was no, did he do like a splash off the cage or something through a table and he landed awkwardly and did his ankle?
His ankle got messed up, right? I think it was a cage match.
Yeah, he jumped off the cage and he rolled his ankle or something. Yeah.
War Games.
Here's the slow-mo version right here. Now I'm going to tell you, that doesn't look like much, but that probably popped his bicep out. Remember I told the story about Kevin Thorne in the old VW Battle Royal? He got thrown out and he held onto the rope and he ended up tearing his bicep. This is definitely right here what we're looking at. You know what? I saw a little, like not right here. You figure it comes right here. Let's zoom in. See the bicep? It popped. His bicep popped. You can see right around this area. It almost looks like it becomes instantly, you know, you can see the little right there. Yeah. You can see the tension on that bicep. Do you see it?
Huge shout out to Stevie Richards, man. I love his channel.
I don't mean to make a joke out of it, but torn biceps, no joke. Now, the only thing I would say is I've torn my bicep partially, and
that's very cool. Going to begin here in just a moment. Watching tonight's newest episode of AEW Dynamite. Big Bang Theory to start things off.
You put your hands on our family. Tax and Kast, just trash talking. The young buck's father. You think I wanted to involve your family in this? This is your fault. Twice Stokely the powder and let's not forget that you guys Super King Stokely first. Let's not forget that your family put your hands on us first. Oh, for crying out loud, they shut down their mother. Malachi Jackson, the younger brother of Matt and Nick. You piled drove our brother. This man is a civilian! No! You made this personal. Right in front of Matt and Nick! Oh, hell yeah, it's personal.
Their little brother is bald. Their little brother is horseshoe bald. That's hilarious.
We're not gonna be okay until we get our damn hands on you, Dax and Kast. Our first shot at that tonight at Mile High Madness. FTR crossed the red line this past Saturday. They will have to pay for it here tonight on main event. Plus tonight, MJF World Champion and another face us on the stipulation for Revolution on March 15th. But coming up right now, we kick off our broadcast AEW Continental Championship
Okay.
Eliminator match. John Moxley.
I think this is going to be a squash. Could it be a squash match? Or is John Moxley going to have a competitive match against El Clone? Charisma. Charisma. The ramp had the ramp from the entranceway is awesome. I think that's so cool. I've seen El Clone before, and I think he's pretty good. Now, I don't know if John Moxley is going to have a competitive match back and forth with El Clone. We'll see. I do like Nigel McGuinness on commentary. Don't mind it at all. But I cannot take Excalibur as much, so I turned the commentary track completely off, and I can just hear the. Oh my! Does he have Nazi tattoo on his arm? I can't stop thinking about that now. I feel like AEW wouldn't allow such a thing on one of their wrestlers because they're very virtue signally. It was a cool little exchange back and forth with these guys. Just a little chain wrestling, a little wrestling for the folks. Headlock takeover by Mox, head scissors by Clone. Breakout very lazy. Very. Fuck down callous chant breaks out. Arm bar into a ringer. Back around into a top wrist leg trip. Nip up arm ringer cinch. Moxley's face isn't changing at all. You know, as he'd be like, ah, ooh, ah. He's like, shoulder tackle, double middle fingers, gratuitous. Clone hits the ropes, shoulder tackle, no one bumps. Mm-hmm. Kick to the wiener. Head reversal. Prong arm drag. Drop kick. Nip up. And that's babyface fire, brother. Come on! And then he does his little taunt. Some good thumb punching by Moxley. Neat. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. Right. Just taking a check and seeing if anyone's leaving me any live comments as we're here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, and just also want to remind everybody analyzing the mystery of the masked wrestler. Who could it be? Guess that is in reference to WWE mask thing they got going on currently, and who that could be. I don't think it's ever the same person over and over. I think it's a different person every time, and I don't even know if they've made up their mind on who it's going to eventually, ultimately end up being. right, the 10 punch, which I'm not a fan of, but I do think it's kind of interesting that he's pulling the tag rope around Moxley's neck. The referee uh, in that spot is in a tough place. Duck chop, go behind, front chantry, suplex. Now, the suplex was to set up for him to be able to do a top rope Asai moonsault, as Eric Gargiulo would have called it, a gay Prada press. Which, as I was saying that, he was doing it off the guardrail, which was cool. In my opinion, if Eric Gargiulo stayed with wrestling, he could be um, up there in WWE right now. He could be in AEW right now. He would do a way better job than Excalibur. He would do a way better job than Tony Schiavone, for sure. Anybody who remembers Eric Gargiulo, you're an OG, old school CCW commentator. Right. Got a weird abdominal stretch. It's very weird that Moxley's on his knees and it just looks awkward. A mistimed hip toss. Right, that's a weird little mafia kick, a little haluva while he was in reversal and reverse tope and met a very weak looking forearm by John. There's curb stomp. Yep, curb stomp. Yep, that wasn't bad at all. I didn't hate that. Make a clip out of that. See if that gets some views. Me giving some positive praise to John Moxley. They showed it on the replay. Still didn't look bad. Referee's counting to 7. See, counting El Clone out. And Clone gets in at 9. Gets clotheslined back over the ropes by Moxley. Moxley's going for a suicide dive. Tope. I was having this thought about John Moxley earlier. Um, and dude, his spinning, Clone's like spinning kicks always hit right in the wiener. Like he doesn't ever hit where he's going for, I don't think. Unless he's going for your wiener. But he keeps hitting everybody right in the pecker with his kick. Oh, right into a lariat. That's what we call a double down. A double down. Pile driver. Is it going to happen? He's got him up. He's got him up. Boom. That was a Pretty pile driver. And it wasn't the finish. Could have totally and absolutely should have been the finish. It's nipped up right into a sleeper. That was kind of interesting. Broke it up in the corner and then reapplied it. And then a jawbreaker to the arm and a pay leg kick sends John Moxley on a powder. He immediately powders. Clone looks like he's going to do like a running dive at this point. And he's running. Whoa! Did a top rope corner moonsault to the other side of the ring. That was pretty neat. The fans liked it. And then he dived right into RKO. What was he going for? That he got got, and that's another double down. So we know the ref is then counting while the two opponents are doubled down. Refs up to 7 on the double count. Up to 8. Both guys on their feet now. Now it's time for the old strike exchange. The old uh, weak strike exchange. Now the curb stomp, but Clone kicked through it. Kick to the pecker, kick to the chest, kick to the back of the neck. Looks like he's heading to the top rope now. How much time is this match getting? They're doing so much. Oh, this is a vicious double stomp. Once again, could have been a finish. I mean, I highly doubt El Clone is pinning John Moxley. But for the fact that they have this much time is crazy to me. Right? And of course, he's going to reverse it. And the underhook DDT. And that, you just pin him. Well, why don't you try to just pin him? If the point of matches is to win them, what is the point of hitting the move twice? Just pin him if you hit him with your finisher. Which, that was the finish. He hit him with it twice. He needed to hit it twice to beat a guy that isn't anywhere near as high as him on the card. That doesn't elevate that guy anymore. That doesn't help anybody who's involved. What does that do? So check it out, this Swerve promo. Nana being a good heel manager. Prince Nana, with one promo, his one heel promo, has done more than any heel manager in AEW in the history of the company. Good for you, Nana. Didn't even do anything. It's just more believable. It's really funny. It's an epidemic of heels wanting to be liked because they're cool.
And coming up tonight, Brody King one-on-one with Mark Davis.
What if Brody King started saying his promos? Who's house? All right. Let's. I don't want to watch a Orange Cassidy match. I'm not super interested in it. I'm gonna fast forward right through it. Maybe I'll just watch the end of it. All right, I'm going to say I fast forwarded the majority of the match. I think. I don't know for sure, but it seems like it's been a lot. But they do give wrestlers a lot of time in AEW to fiddly fart and do a lot of things and hurt themselves. Let's see. I get that stunner. We get dive by Orange. Thrown in. I'm gonna do tornado, a diving tornado DDT. 1, 2, kick out at 2. This is Gabe the Kid. Sunset flip to a whiff kick to the face. Why do any of the kicks matter if he's doing those little? Why did any of it matter if he treats it like it doesn't matter? I don't get it. But I mean, I'm not a smart. I'm not an internet wrestling person. I mean, I am, but like I guess I'm not the type of wrestling fan who wants to make a mockery of wrestling. There's a power bomb by Gabe Kidd, and needed the chin, and a German. He did one of these little weak, one of them weak things, and then took a clothesline and another double down. Now they're both on their knees. I don't know, a little strike exchange, but Orange is on purpose doing the weak ones. I mean, even he's got his hands in his pockets. And he's just got spit on his face. Got a 2.5 from like a. Couldn't even tell what that move was. He's gonna try to do the Superman punch now. But Gabe Kidd put Bryce in the way. And then nice pile driver on to Orange Cassidy. Then over 3. That was good. That was good. I like that finish. This is gonna just be that? Is it gonna, or is there gonna be more to it? Because they always have more to it. Yeah, here comes some other dude. I don't know who that dude is. That dude looks like a creative wrestler from a video game. I don't know his name. Right. There's Afterbirth and then a run in, and then Darby comes out with the skateboard. And code red on the guy. Clark Connors is the guy's name. Clark Connors looks like when you like when they give you like examples of what a creative wrestler looks like in a video game. I think. Right. Hey folks, I appreciate your patience. Appreciate you being with me here. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Thanks for hanging. Wasn't gonna leave you fully. Just chill here. Was hoping it would just be a couple minutes. Right. All right. So this looks like it's about to be, and I'm cool to watch it. I'm excited to see. It's gonna be the Jet. I'm a big fan of Kevin Knight. He's gonna be going against Mansoor. Maybe is that what that is? Mansoor. Mansoor against Kevin Knight. Collar and elbow. Headlock by Mansoor. Yeah. Drop down. Step over and a pose by Mansoor. He's blowing a kiss to Knight. Boot to the gut and the forearm. Up off, drop down. Leapfrog into a Manhattan drop. Drop kick by Jet. And a nip up. Mansoor powders to the ramp. Rude Awakening neckbreaker by Mansoor. Manhattan drop right into a spine buster by Mansoor. That was kind of neat. All right, go to the top rope. Moonsault. Nobody home. All right. Lariat by Jet. The bumping feet, as they say. And whip off reversal. Up and over in the middle of the ropes. And then Superman clothesline. Sell to the corner. Eat the boot. Take a Frankensteiner. That DDT that Kevin Knight likes to do. Get your shit in, kid. At the top, get that. As I call it, that splash by Kevin Knight, I call it a Jet 2 holiday. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday because once he hits it, it's a 1, 2, 3. Is he gonna cut a little promo?
Jet, because not only am I the future, the Jet is the here and now. Kevin Knight with designs on the
I like Kevin Knight. I think he's good. Wait a minute. Didn't Revolution already happen? I know it's supposed to be March 15th, but in the footage that they showed from FTR beating up on Hangman's or on Young Buck's family, it looked like the footage was from Revolution. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be something else. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave it in the comments. If you know, leave it in the comments. I mean, that could have been from Revolution last year. Now, I don't see at all a point for Tony Schiavone to be out there. And, like, if it was somebody else, yeah. But the fact that Tony Schiavone just, like, bashes MJF on commentary all the time. And MJF is going to stand there and not beat the crap out of him. What is the point of Tony Schiavone standing there? What is that for? Just makes no sense to me. And for him to be wearing those like elderly geriatric sneakers with that suit is so stupid. Is Revolution taking place from Texas? Because if you challenge somebody to a Texas death match that isn't in Texas, is that like? I'm trying to think a good that's like joke for that. If you have a Texas death match in a state other than Texas, that's like cheesesteak in New York. But they call them chopped cheese there. guess having a Texas death match in any other state is just like going to a Texas Roadhouse anywhere.
But if the quarter lands on heads, we'll have the match of my choosing, which humbly I will say is the greatest match stipulation ever conceived. I call it the one-way no disqualification match.
It's funny if that's the first time you're announcing what you're calling it, because Kevin Knight already mentioned this in his promo earlier in the night.
Just look at a weapon, you will be disqualified. It's a great idea. So I'm curious, Cowboy, are you the hypocrite I think you are? A game of 50-50 odds, a game of luck, a fair game. Are you a cowboy or are you a coward?
How long is this promo segment? Giving a lot of time to this in-ring promo.
Max, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it, yeah. All right. But, before you flip that coin, I do want to make sure that you understand what you're doing here tonight. Because Texas Death would change.
Oh, Texas Death.
Who would you be if I found a bag of, I don't know, broken glass? And I poured it on the mat, grabbed you by the ankle, and dragged you through it, tearing the very flesh from your body. Who would you be? And who would you be if I looked around and I happened to find I don't know, a strand of barbed wire? And I crammed it between your lips, tore your gums apart, and if we were all lucky, I'd tear your tongue out too. Who would you be, Max? Who would you be standing across the ring from me, knowing that all of your usual tricks, they now mean nothing? Because, Max, for years you have called yourself the devil, but this hell is mine. And if it's Texas Death, Max, then you don't stand a chance. Now, sure, I could beat your ass in any kind of match in the world, even your dog shit idea. But I have put my entire, this.
And a dog shit chant breaks out among the crowd.
Because if the Hangman is going to wrestle MJF for the World Championship, the Revolution, I want this to be it. I want this to be final. I want to leave absolutely no doubt who the better man is, and truthfully, at Revolution, if I can't be a piece of shit like you, then I don't deserve this championship.
And a piece of shit chant rings out among the capacity crowd in Colorado.
And for that reason, I am feeling like a lucky shot tonight. So go ahead, let's flip that coin, and let's see what fate has in store for us. What a coincidence, because I'm feeling very lucky as well. Tell the people, call it. Ladies and gentlemen, the stipulation for the world title match.
And that quarter is probably going to have two heads on. They're gonna discover it is a trick quarter.
A coward like you would leave this to chance, so I'll tell you one more time. Give me the quarter. Okay. No, we can use a different coin. We can use a different coin. Does anybody have a quarter? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. I'm getting word from Tony Khan that because this coin was rigged, the world title bout coming up at Revolution will be a Texas death match.
Wait, let's see if there's an earpiece in Tony Schiavone's ear, or if he's just telepathically getting word from Tony Khan. Nope, no earpiece. No earpiece. All telepathic. Or he could have just made it up. I'm getting word that this is cheesy. Sunday, March 15th. All right, I can almost guarantee you I'm not watching that match. Sorry. Maybe let's just see what the finish is, and I'll watch that. Megan Bain. German suplexed by Willow Nightingale. Willow with a holy roller. Willow tosses Megan back into the ring. Alright. So she's trying to grab a gut wrench. Megan drives her to the corner, and then some person comes in with a belt and hits Willow, and the bell rings, and that's a disqualification. That's poop. Is that the girl that teams with Jamie Hayter now? I don't even know who that person is. Who is that person? Do people know who that is? And I'm just the only one who doesn't know who that is.
Standing tall despite the disqualification. That was a good point, Nigel. That, yeah, they're crossing not one. They can maybe be in this on their own with Penelope down. Look at the size of Lita Cross. What an imposing figure.
Lita Cross?
Just as frightening. Megan Bay and Penelope Ford, they may not have left Denver with the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championships, but they certainly inflicted some punishment on the champions. But fans, there will be no disqualifications in our main event tonight. Mile High Madness, anything goes. The Demand, FTR taking on the Rascals, the Young Bucks, and Jungle Jack Perry.
There's too many people in that match.
Next, a battle of the super heavyweights. Mark Davis of the Don Callis family.
Okay. Brody King and Mark Davis, that might be pretty good. Dunkzilla. What did that sign say? Don Callis is a bouncing hot dog? Alright. There's the bell. Brody King versus Mark Davis. Collar and elbow. Power struggle. Heading around. We call it a stalemate. And the second collar and elbow. And then the struggle all around. Struggle all over the ring. And a stalemate again. And a boot to the gut by Davis. And a stupid looking headlock. Right. Shoulder tackle. Neither guy goes down. Shoulder tackle. Neither guy goes down. Knife edge chop by Brody. Knife edge by Davis, but like he hurt his own hand. Right. Poke to the eyes right in front of the referee, and the ref doing anything. Mark Davis's legs are wrong when he does a headlock. It's making me nuts. Goes for a senton, misses, and then eats a senton by Brody. That was an interesting run into a butt. That was quite an interesting leg slap. Davis runs into a Death Alley driver. Brody's gonna do a dive but run into a weak strike by Mark Davis, and he hurt his own hand that he hurt last week against John Moxley. It's a weird black hole slam by Brody. Didn't look like it was supposed to be that way. Everybody does a tope. It's like I've just watched 19 topes already on this show. The outrageous, like, over the barricade, over the top selling job by Mark Davis on taking that tope made it look so cheesy. Bologna and cheese sandwich. The bologna stands for phony. And crossbody looks stiff. Replayed that crossbody. It's all right. Cannonball senton in the corner on Mark Davis, and then picks him up for a second Death Valley driver, but Mark Davis slips out and gives him a sleeper hold. What I want to know, leave it in the comments if you know. Where is Mark Davis from? Who trained him? Short on clotheslines. Duck one German. Duck one German. All right, that was the best lariat I've seen Brody take. The best lariat I've seen Davis do. Slap, slap, slap. Insecurity. Duck one. Discus clothesline, which followed a thing that didn't make any sense. And then the lariat takes him down. That was the finish. That was flat. That was cold and flat. The Bandito.
World Championship title picture. Swerve! I want you to look into my eye and tell me that I'm not exactly who I say I am. I am number one in violence. I am the most dangerous man in AEW. March 15th, Revolution. My backyard. I'm looking for a fight. Brody King throwing down the gauntlet for Swerve Strickland. And Revolution Swerve. Hermano! At Revolution, I want a fight!
I thought Bandito was going to grab his ear and go, I just got word from Tony Khan that at Revolution, Brody King is going to take on Swerve Strickland. Oh my goodness. But in Spanish. All right, so Don Callis with Andrade. Andrade looks like he's going to challenge Bandito. Anonymous. Andrade and Idolo.
Welcome back stateside. That was a very impressive victory in Australia at Grand Slam. But as you know, this industry moves fast. Not a lot of time for celebrating. And as I'm sure you saw on Collision, Tommaso Ciampa claiming that that title is still his. Look, Renee, Tommaso, he said he wanted to come to AEW because this is where the best wrestle. I say, be careful what you wish for because you stepped in the ring with the very best and you came up short. You think you have some kind of claim to this TNT Championship because you held it for what, 2 weeks? Well, this Sylvie isn't going anywhere near you anytime soon because now it's Pinky and it belongs to me. I am the greatest TNT champion of all time. Kyle, I'm so proud of you. And you are right. We have both constantly been champions. Unlike Takeshita. I also consider you my best friend. And on Collision, for the first time ever, I propose that we team up as Brodokada.
Prodokada. And the crowd goes nothing. And the crowd cares 0%. All right, so I really can't stand the old punch your own hand that wrestlers do. Never a fan of that. Ugh, drives me nuts. What is nobody? Nobody likes it. Dax was doing like a shot at the bar, and then took a super kick and spit the shot. Why does Stokely have a? He's gonna he's gonna get sent down the steps on the. All right, that was anticlimactic. And they're playing. Ew! Just dumped a recycling can on Cash. That was gross. Prong into a Hurricane Rana on the floor. Perry ducks one DDT on Ricochet on the floor into a front drop kick. It's weird the way like a lot of the matches in AEW seem very rehearsed. And when they're doing these like all out brawl kind of things, anything goes, arena madness, they don't seem like they go over any of it. And it doesn't seem like they're comfortable or they're good at doing the all out brawl thing. Like they're like, oh, we'll just figure it out on the fly. But on the fly, y'all suck. Perhaps. Maybe that. Who is that? Who that? And he's caught, and he gets dumped right on the table. And then Terry dives on both those nerds, and then goes underneath the ring for a weapon. Gets a chair, throws it. Gets a kendo, throws it. Has a vacuum. I don't know how in wrestling you'd go into the ring and go chair, nah, kendo stick, nah, vacuum, yeah. That sucks. So two quick short arm reversals consecutively, and electric chair. Garbage can, garbage can, knee, sliced bread, garbage can. It's taking forever to set this thing. That what was the point of it? The trash can. Nothing. Well, maybe if he did it on a vacuum cleaner, it would be different. This goes throw FTR back in. Take super kicks from the Bucks. Take super kicks from the Rascals. Take super kicks from the Bucks. Take super kicks from the Rascals. It's all the same. Bucks trying to superplex Jax, right? And then Leona suplexed both Bucks into the ring from the outside and has both guys up for Samoan. All right, and then that all looked dumb. Very awkward. Yes. Devlin did like a shooting star. Devin did like a shooting star off the top rope. That like didn't matter. Send Jack right through the table. That was fine. His carry on Dax was pretty cool from Zach. German on Cash. Duck one. Chop for him, 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 chop for him. They look dumb. Sorry. He just did a buzzsaw right into a headbutt. And then Desmond takes a ouchie thing from one guy and then throws Ricochet all the way across. Drop kick and a stinger splash. Dax and Bishop Khan doing a superplex. And Cash is up on one turnbuckle, and Tia Leona is. Dang, that's got to be the end. Nope, not the end. Could they do more? That could have been really dangerous. That could have been a real disaster. Some of this stuff seems like too set up. It's too good. Like not good, but like it's too double Spanish fly through a table off the barricade. That was something. Jack, sunset flip, power bomb, double super kick, Tia Leona. Toa Leona. Tia Leona is an actress, isn't it? Going for the Shadow Machine, but there was a block there. Super kick to Dax. Sent over the top. Outside. Canadian Destroyer. It's just doing everything that they know how to do. That's okay. Sure. Who is this guy? I don't know who this guy is. I guess it's good that they're not going as over with the overruns. Like AEW television programming is actually ending when it ends and not bleeding over um, to the next episode of whatever else is on afterwards. So we've got Jey Uso, Ronnie Americano, and Bronson Reed. Bronson takes out both dudes with a clothesline. That was cool. Double splash attempt. Jey moves out of the way. Super kick. Goes for another kick. It's a Geary. Toasted Reed. That was a head and arm snapmare. Some package. Knife edge chop. Knife edge chop. Collar and elbow. Headlock around the world into a drop toe hold, and then an arm bar. Bronson Reed trying to do a belly to belly reversal. Chad does a German with a bridge, gets 2 count. So that's a triple down. I got a little triple down going on. Looks like this guy missed. It says full match, but he fully missed the.
They have a bit of strategy in the early going, trying to take out an attempt to neutralize the biggest threat. Janie's offered the wrath of Big Bronson Reed, 6-man tag team matchup, 20 in 2021. Who's in the Reed with a forearm drop. Jay Americano who's perched on the top turnbuckle. Out Uso and Reed. Thinks about the original being Americano. Not this guy. By this perfectly executed move. He's a victim of They have a bit of strategy in the early going, trying to take out an attempt to neutralize the biggest threat. Janie's offered the wrath of Big Bronson Reed, 6-man tag team matchup, 20 in 2021. Who's in the Reed with a forearm drop. Jay Americano who's perched on the top turnbuckle. Out Uso and Reed. Thinks about the original being Americano. Not this guy. By this perfectly executed move. He's a victim of identity theft. The steel post. Neighbor in Chicago. They have a bit of strategy in the early going, trying to take out an attempt to neutralize the biggest threat. Janie's offered the wrath of Big Bronson Reed, 6-man tag team matchup, 20 in 2021. Who's in the Reed with a forearm drop. Jay Americano who's perched on the top turn.
All right. That's going to be the end of this stream for tonight. I hope everybody's had a great night. I am going to go now. Hope you had a great one. Make sure you interact with me if you can. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, and engage. Appreciate it all. the currency of your attention, your effort, and your time is very important to me. Be fun, have safe. Show's over.